Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tuesday Jukebox. I am your host, Jacob Brightbach, Fiddle Ninja. We are celebrating Women's History Month here at SPEAKEASY Studios from an undisclosed location in downtown White River Junction. This is a weekly podcast, music, and interview show, and we have a special guest this evening, a new member of the Upper Valley. Although she's been here for a couple of years, she's just now finally making friends and making music with all of us here in the Upper Valley, and we're really excited to have her on the Jukebox this evening. So, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Devan Tracy. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen.
What's your purpose in life? Climb up the ladder till you hit your head, being remembered after you are dead. What's your purpose in life? Marrying your best friend, going worldwide tour with your band. What's your purpose in life? Go and ask all your friends about it. Sit on a stump and think about it. When you boil it down to what's worthwhile, is it simply making strangers smile? Simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. My, oh my. What's your purpose in life? Is it building pottery, or maybe it's building a family? What's your purpose in life? Building trust together on your team, dean of schools, public speaking. What's your purpose in life? Go and ask all your friends about it. Sit on a stump and think about it. When you boil it down to what's worthwhile, is it simply making strangers smile? Simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. My, oh my. Making time to ride your bike. Making time to be outside. Teaching people how to fish at night. Feed them for a lifetime. Or simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. Simply making strangers smile. I think that act goes pretty far. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Wow. I'm so used to just playing to the wall. So that was a song. That's my most recent song. So that was the debut. And this next one is another new song of mine, and it's called Human Doing. And if you're feeling inspired, you can sing along with me. There's this part. It's really easy. You just say, but it goes, oh yeah. Keep it going. Pause and do nothing. Be a human being and not a human doing something, honey. Pause and do nothing. Be a human being and not a human doing something, honey. Count to 10 when your brain goes off. Start it over Nice job to the chorus. I could hear you guys live streaming too through the cameras. So that song, if you didn't catch it, the theme was being a human being and not a human doing like many of us tend to be doing. So, and that song, Shonda, if you're watching, that was a line I learned in yoga class. So thanks to Shonda for letting me borrow that for a song. I'm going to do a couple more tunes and then invite up some friends. This next one, it's another new one. So the theme here is I need to record these and do another album. So I'm testing them on you guys.
You through the same old way, and I bet you we look just the same. Driving on the highway, in our cars we hide our name till I wave. Now you see that I am just a mirror. Why don't we, society, Sundays, we all want to wear the weekend. Home is where the bathroom door doesn't have to close. We're not all just office jockeys, sleepwalking through days in army. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't you know? Why don't we, society,
Thank you. And this last one I will do solo. It's called Imagine One Day. And I wrote it probably within the first month of COVID. And I was forecasting the day that we'd be out of the pandemic, and we're getting closer. But hopefully there's a little bit of silver lining to this all. So this is Imagine One Day.
Shut its doors. All the offices and hair salons weren't open no more. Imagine one day, ain't no planes in the air. People wearing masks and gloves. There's fear in the air. People scared of people. Well, I guess that ain't new. Now that you mention it, guess it's always been true. But I got the earth beneath me, got a roof hanging over my head, got my man imagine one day the whole world opened its doors. No more borders, no more walls. Imagine one day there's planes back in the air, people holding hand in hand, no more fear in the air, people helping people. It's what we're born to do. No more me without you, 'cause I got the earth beneath me, got a roof hanging over my head, got my man to hold me, and a family to share my bread. I got music to sing to, and food to keep me fed. I got water running all around, thankful I'm alive and not dead. Ain't that the life? Ain't that the life? Ain't that the life? Thank you.
All right, while Devan gets her first guest up here on stage, I'd like to invite the viewing audience out there on all the socials, the dozens if not millions of viewers out there, to share. Help us boost the signal. If you're watching the live stream or the rebroadcast, go ahead and share it to all of your friends, both of them, right now. If you're listening, you want somebody else to listen with you. So please go ahead and hit that share button. The most important share button is the Here in the Valley YouTube channel, where we're trying to get ourselves up to 100 subscribers so we can change the URL to a readable sequence of letters. Right now we are www, which might sound like a call for help in Ukrainian, but it's just the URL we were given at random. I know we're bringing us down here a little bit, but we're going to give peace a chance tonight. We're going to sing some songs of joy. Devan has a lot of uplifting tunes. So hit that share button and share Devan's music with all of your friends. Again, both of them. And Devan, who's your friend here? Our friend on the guitar.
This is our friend Mark Shapiro. Welcome,
All right.
Mark.
Take it away. Thank you.
Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he did go. Broken hearted I'll wander, broken hearted I'll remain. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he was slain. And if I was some small bird, and if I had wings to fly, I would fly over the ocean where my own true love does lie. I would fly over the ocean, alight upon the plain where my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he was slain. Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he did go. Broken hearted I'll wander, broken hearted I'll remain. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he was slain. And the white dove laments for her mate as she flies. Tell me where in this world wide is my own true love, she cries. And where in this wide world is there one who can compare with my Bonnie lie horseman who was slain in the war? Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he did go. Broken hearted I'll wander, broken hearted I'll remain. Since my Bonnie lie horseman in the war he was slain.
Broken hearted, I'll wander. Broken hearted, I'll remain. Since my body lay horseman in the war, he was slain.
Yeah.
So that one I did not write. Who sings that one again?
Bonnie Light Horseman.
Bonnie Light Horseman, which that band was recently at the Hop, and maybe some of you were there. We were there. And that one was just an earworm of a song. And Mark and I just recently met in the last couple months, and Mark is my key to the music community in Upper Valley. So thank you, Mark.
I'm very glad. It's like my main utility around here.
All right, this is another new song, and it's called In My Mind. In my mind, I'm gonna be a kid forever. In my mind, forever young, forever. In my mind, I'll go to the moon whenever. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, I won't let my heart fill with hate. In my mind, that is not up for debate. In my mind, every race deserves an equal slate. In my mind, 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 it's all in the mind. In my mind, I'm gonna push pause on all the hours. In my mind, till I can lay in a field of flowers. In my mind, nothing is just mine, it's ours. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Nobody ever dies. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. It's all in the mind. What you think is what will be. If you think good thoughts will see, good things happen frequently. It's all in the mind. In my mind, I'm gonna be a kid forever. In my mind, forever young, forever. In my mind, I'll go to the moon whenever. In my mind, in my mind. Thank you. And there's some lyrics in there that I wrote and I can't find. I scoured all my writing notebooks. I scoured all my voice recordings on the phone. And so when I was singing, those are the new lyrics. All right, I'm going to invite up the rest of the band. So find your places. I guess Jacob. Oh, Jacob is coming back. Okay.
Is this the Devan Tracy band? What is this?
TT4?
This is the.
TT4?
Sure.
Can I do this?
Yeah, please do.
We're bringing up a compadre here. This is Kit Krieger, who deserves a round of applause because this past year he made a very bold step in his life path. And,
True story.
And he quit. He straight up just quit. He's retired, folks. He said no more to the man, and he's enjoying it. If it's not fun,
It's fun.
If
If it weren't, I wouldn't be doing it.
That's right.
So Devin, while they're tuning up here, just a brief little foray into your background. You're from Saratoga Springs. You come to us via Washington, D.C. You're engaged to a lovely gentleman here in the front row. Yeah.
Turn the cameras on.
Yeah, but tell us a little bit of just about like your childhood music upbringing. Let's not get too far into the near future, but tell us where you came from. You have a bit of a drum corps background, percussion.
Yeah, so I started on piano in probably first grade and then picked up percussion in fifth grade and stuck with that and ended up doing kind of the traditional orchestral route, symphonic band, and then really got into percussion ensemble and continued that through college and taught African drumming and did some marching band. So really everything but songwriting until college. And then I started dabbling in writing my own songs versus before I was always kind of tied to the sheet music. And if it wasn't on the page, then I felt kind of lost. So this is still new for me to just kind of play out of thin air, but I'm really enjoying having that less structured type of music in my life.
Very cool. I'm going to sneak across the stage here and grab this fiddle that I've so smartly put away from where I was standing. All right, so this next song has a biblical reference, yes?
It does, and it seems to catch on with people in the Upper Valley. It's called Jesus and the Prius.
It's a great hook.
Well, no, it's a true story, though, because Danny and I were on a bike ride, and we did see Jesus in a Prius. And so while we were riding, in Vermont, I started writing this song, and it goes like this. You ready? Band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't believe in God, but I saw Jesus in a Prius.
ladies and gentlemen, if that's in fact your real names, thanks for tuning into the Tuesday Jukebox. What do you got at there? We are coming to you from an undisclosed location in downtown White River Junction. Weekly, the Tuesday Jukebox shows up sometime after 7 p.m. Later this month, we have Grace Crummer and Ed Eastridge. And at the end of the month, Jess Raymond and her entourage will be here to close out Women's History Month. And then April is already all lined up with a bunch of great acts. You can check that out at the Tuesday Jukebox tab on hereinthevalley.org. Devan, thanks for bringing this cadre of musicians together. I think I've met these guys around before. They've played a few tunes here and there. You know Mark through work, right? Through some work-related, outdoor-related function?
Through a group who is represented in the audience here called GLOW, Glorious Ladies on Wheels.
Love it.
Or Glorious Ladies of the Winter. And I happened to sing during our bike rides, and I told someone, I really don't know any musicians in the Upper Valley. Can you help? And Laura from GLOW connected me to Mark, and then connected me to Jacob. And then Jacob invited me to the bar where there was a jam, and then Kit let me borrow the tuner, and
I
then...
was in the bar.
So collectively, I've known you guys for like 2 hours, I would say.
Well, that's good. We all know the same notes. And your background is as a mechanical engineer, right? So you're very left-brained. I take it, hence all of the polyrhythms and dirigibles. How do you call those? The rudiments as a drummer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that word.
That.
Yeah, it's not a Led Zeppelin, a dirigible.
Paradiddle?
Paradiddle.
Oh, paradiddle.
That's what it is. Yeah. Paradiddle.
Well, there's the paradiddle diddle. That one's fun.
And hey diddle diddle.
And hey diddle diddle.
The cat on the fiddle. So your background as a percussionist and mechanical engineer has sort of wandered itself into songwriting.
It has.
How did you end up in that lovely bit of quicksand that we all are so fascinated by? Me not being a songwriter, I'm always curious, where does songwriting come for you as an inspiration point, and where do you see it in the world?
That's a good question. So,
Thank you.
And we did practice these questions earlier, but I forgot my response, so I'm going to tell you a new response.
Wing it. Oh, I love it.
I'm going to
Great.
wing it. So, songwriting for me started in college, as I mentioned earlier, and I was just starting to journal, and then I said, why not make these journal entries into songs, because everyone has feelings and experiences, and we could all probably connect. And I had just started listening to some other singer-songwriter types. Seth Clear was one who I saw at Cafe Lena in my hometown, where my mom volunteers, and then lots of other singer-songwriters started to come through. And that was the first time I had really paid attention to lyrics. And Seth Clear is a keyboard player, and so that caught my attention, and the lyrics caught my attention, and then I just started trying. And I remember the first few songs I wrote, they were all like the same, and I couldn't get out of that cycle. And then eventually you just break out of it.
Well, it's really sweet that you're here sharing after a 2-year sort of hiatus of playing with people. You've fallen right back into the fold, so we're so glad that you're sharing with us. Where are we going next in the Devan Tracy songbook?
Well, during COVID, I built a home studio in the basement, and to Danny's pleasure, the drum set is electronic, so you can only hear it if you put your headphones on. And so I'm starting to draft out some of these songs and do my third album and play more with real people. That's really the most fun for me.
Sweet. What's the next song going to be?
The next song? Was that your original question?
We're flowing.
The next song.
We're spinning the dial here on the
The next
jukebox.
song is called Root to Rise. This was also a yoga-inspired song, and it's a common phrase in yoga, and it means root down before you do some crazy balancing pose, and I think it's a good metaphor for life. So this is Root to Rise.
go now, I feel older and younger the same. Now I remember why I am the way I am. If you offered, I might have to stay here and climb the mountain top and root to rise. Sing it. Root to rise. Oh, climb the mountain. Climb the mountain top and root to rise. Yeah. Root to rise. Oh, climb the mountain. Well, the Mississippi's by my side, and the panoramic eagles up high, and something special's on my mind, and I don't know why, but it makes me wanna cry. Be still like water in a mold. The icebox shivers, the truth unfolds. Be still like a portrait framed in gold. The story of the painter will never know. Be still like a rock in the ocean. Breathe like a newborn volcano. I wanna run like no one's watching. Give me more love, give me more. I wanna run like no one's watching. Give me more love, give me more. And climb the mountain top and root to rise. Root to rise, oh climb the mountain. Oh climb the mountain top and root to rise. Root to rise, oh climb the mountain.
Thank you. Nice singing.
I love how you get your audience involved.
I mean, why not?
There's no good
Make
reason
yourself
not
useful.
to. Yeah, make yourself useful. Put them to
I'm
work.
just kidding.
Slave driver Devan Tracy over here. Do you find that comes from any particular? Why are you so like in your audience's face? I know you said you played with like a funk band with a bunch of hip hop artists and stuff. Is that a little bit where you get your riling audience members?
I
up
mean,
from?
maybe.
Where does it come from?
Yeah, that was part of it, potentially. When I lived in DC, there were 10 of us, whole horn section, a rapper, female vocalist. I was on the keyboard, and we did play some rowdy shows. But I don't know. I love these intimate shows where we can sing with each other and we can actually hear each other. Because the one thing about that band, and they might be listening, but sometimes I could not hear myself, and that was really not fun. And there's a funny story. My keyboard had a built-in drum beat, and I don't know, I must have brushed the button, and the whole time that drum beat was going, I had no idea because I couldn't hear myself. And everyone's like, and I'm like, I have no idea, I can't hear myself. And yeah, that part was not fun. And so I do really appreciate the small, intimate spaces where I can hear you and you can hear me.
There are a lot of buttons on keyboards. You gotta be careful,
There are.
especially with that transpose button.
Yeah.
The piano capo, as she
The
called
piano
it earlier.
capo.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, my piano was changing keys without the transpose button.
Auto transpose.
I'm not
Sorry,
kidding,
it's
right,
all-
Mark?
It's
That
very
was
weird.
that
There's
was
a ghost in the
very
keyboard.
weird. There's a ghost in here.
Yeah, that's when you start using that. There's some sort of ghost in my fingers. That wasn't me making those bad notes. So your mom is part of Cafe Lena community, which is a folk club on the circuit. Been in kind of circling around those folks. They've been doing some live streaming stuff. Has your mom been a part of the sort of re-emergence of music at Cafe Lena since they've been back through the pandemic?
Yeah, right, Mom? Yeah, she's been a part of it through this whole time, and it's great that they are doing live music again now. And Cafe Lena, for those of you that don't know, is the longest running coffee house in the country.
Those people must be tired. That's a lot of caffeine if you're just going to stay open that long.
Where is it?
Saratoga Springs, New York.
Yeah. Is it Saratoga proper, or is it sort of like one of
Right
those-
in downtown.
It is, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's one of those sort of like Bob Dylan
Yes.
era, Club Passim.
Well, I
Club
think Bob
331.
Dylan played there, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, before he got famous.
So we're on to songwriters of inspiration. Where do you draw upon, we, in the green room rehearsal beforehand, sanctioned rehearsal space, only after 6 p.m. in an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed
We rehearse,
location.
yeah.
That's right.
We were talking about, sort of lifting and borrowing songwriters' chord progressions, and I had definitely heard, and I know you were talking about some Gillian Welch chord progressions, or there was some, I think the band was maybe something was brought up, some Levon Helms
Allman
or
Brothers.
Allman Brothers, yeah. And we're all playing the same 12 notes, but and we borrow and we steal from the best of them. I think Miles has a quote, something like that. You try to steal from everybody until you sound like yourself, or something, paraphrasing terribly. But who do you like to steal from? Where are the inspirations that you admire to kind of, I don't mind if I use that turn of phrase or that chord progression or melodic phrase?
Yeah, I do really like Neil Young and Brett Dennen. Ingrid Michaelson is, when I first started playing the ukulele, I used some of her songs. There we go. No big deal. Stay. And let's see, Regina Spektor. I really do like her music, and Ben Folds.
So keyboard players.
Yeah, a lot of keyboard players.
Yeah.
And actually, Ben Folds is a percussionist, too. If you notice, in his left hand, he's very percussive.
I mean, the way my kid plays piano, it's very much like a drum.
Oh, then
but
he must
he's-
be Ben Folds.
He's like kind of does a lot of this. He stands up on the piano. It's a lot of 12 tone.
He
And
should
then
be an
there's butt
organ.
tone.
He can be an organ player. When he
Yeah,
does
then you
that.
have to leave special shoes
That's
up in
right.
the loft. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
I have a story about on tour in Germany. We sort of, whose shoes are these? These fit the viola player, and the organist gets up. Where are my organ shoes?
Oh, no.
So yeah, you're a good thief of other keyboard players. Do you find yourself kind of wandering into other songwriters of different genres? There's some Gillian Welch.
Well, yeah, Mark introduced me to Gillian Welch. I really hadn't listened to much. And that was on the set list originally, but took it off because we're still learning.
Yeah, let's do more originals. Yes.
But, and then there's when we were in the green room, who sings Miss Ohio?
It's
Oh,
Jill
Oh, that
Austin,
is.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is funny. Okay.
Connecting
I'm
it all
learning.
back together.
I'm learning tonight.
Well,
Always learning.
Some great songwriters write songs that you think are timeless, and you're like, I didn't know that. I thought that was just a trad tune, So maybe
Yeah.
one of yours will be like that someday.
Maybe.
Where are we headed to next in the set list?
Next in the set list, actually, is it? Yes, the
We're into
ukulele.
Ukeland.
Into Ukeland. This song is called Ordinary People. I wrote it when I lived in D.C., and I wrote it on the subway, or on the metro, I should say. And I think it was when Trump got elected. So there is a line in there about that, if you listen closely. Yeah. And one other story about this song. My friend Danny, different Danny, she and I did a music video of this song in DC, and it was really fun. We spent the whole day asking people to sing with me, and interestingly, all the women declined until the very end, but got a variety of men singing with me in front of the White House, in front of the Washington Monument, and it was just a really fun day getting to meet a lot of people and get them to sing. So check it out. It's on YouTube if you're curious. Okay, you ready? Yeah.
All right.
Woo!
Some extraordinary people here on stage with you this evening.
I'll
Thanks,
say.
Kit and Mark, for joining on stage. Thanks to our live studio audience here. Give yourselves a round of applause. If you would like to come to Speakeasy Studios, you need to look for the bat signal in downtown White River and then follow it to the location. In other words, you need to email me or direct message me in some way, shape, or form. You can do that. It's very easy. Just look at hereinthevalley.org. Seems like our stage manager had a little flummox there.
I thought you were bailing.
He's like, I've had enough. I'm the ordinary person. We are approaching max capacity here for our seated audience, which is exciting, as we have. I've been keeping these White River Indie Film Festival chairs in the back of my van, and they go kabang, kabang every time I make a turn, and there are many on these old highway roads. But I'm glad they're all in the building now, and I think we only have one empty seat, maybe two. So there's room for more. If you're out there wandering around and you know where to come, show up if you want to be here next week. Our artist is still TBD, and I'm not sure if we'll have an artist next week, or maybe we'll go to the Interpol Jazz Jam. Who knows? It could be that. It's my birthday week, and there's lots going on. So we'll see if somebody manifests. But Grace Crummer coming up on the 22nd, Jess Raymond on the 29th, the whole roster of artists in April. Devan has been here once before in the preseason. She sort of helped iron out a little bit of some of the folds and the kinks, and now she's here in full glory with this band that she's put together.
DT5.
The DT5?
Oh, fuck.
Are you an engineer or what? The band just taking your IQ down.
See, this is why I didn't have a beer.
Yeah. It's a BYOB type of situation here at the Tuesday Jukebox. If you're watching the live stream or the rebroadcast, do tell your friends, both of them, and tune in every Tuesday after 7. And where are we headed next, Devan? Let us know.
We've got 2 more songs for you guys. This one is the last original that we'll do for you, and it's called Take Me Home.
All right.
And it's my fastest song, so if you feel inspired to dance, this would be the one.
We might have to open that door again.
Yeah.
BTUs are filling up in here.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Stick around to watch the grass grow, and I may be gone before it's time to mow. Oh, it's hard to make good friends along the hungry, so I'll pretend I'm on vacation on the road. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the grass blades grow. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the grass blades grow. The streets, they have the same name, found me Main Street. Threw me into the hotel, the 18th floor. Oh, snag the window seat out on the airplane. Shake me up, routine's been put on hold. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the grass blades grow. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the grass blades grow. I wanna do it all, so I do nothing. Oh, paralysis by choice, too little time. Oh, I proposed a shorter workday to the VP, but she shook her head like I'd committed a crime. Measure me one cup of love from me to you. Measure me one cup of country music too. Measure me some mountains and some friends you know are true. Blend 'em, girl, to balance life's canoe. Juggling the momentum and my band-aid. Band-aids peeled right off my broken heart. Oh, it broke when I discovered how to love one another, but no love in return is my counterpart. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the grass blades grow. Oh, when I go, take me home so I can watch the
Take Me Home.
Country Road.
DT4.
That's right.
Or 5 if you're Mark Shapiro and math is not your strong suit. You might do statistical modeling, but basic arithmetic is, that's for across the hall. Who needs that? All right, are we paring down to the micro duo here? Is this
And you.
okay?
Micro
I'm still
trio.
micro trio. Oh, we're going down to DT3.
So this is the last tune we've got for everyone. Thanks everyone so much for coming, and thank you so much for having us,
My
Jacob,
treat.
and
Thank you,
for
Devan.
celebrating Women's History Month.
I was born of a woman, and I'm happy to get to know more women, get to know you, celebrating your songwriting, bringing you out here into the community. It seemed like you were ready to meet us at this time.
Definitely.
You had a story when you showed up here a couple weeks ago, 4 weeks ago now. You were like, I haven't played with anybody, and I just went to my car and I cried about it. I was
Oh yeah, no. When I walked in here, I almost cried the first time because I was just like, ooh,
people.
That's
what my kids. That's what
Ordinary people.
Ordinary
people.
Yeah, like a year ago before my kid was in daycare, we would drive past a playground of children. He'd go, kids! Kids! We'd be like, yeah, they're older than you, but kids.
Oh.
Now he says, leave me alone, Dad. Just give me some space. So where are we headed here on this last? Oh, this is a little help.
Oh wait, well yeah, you guys will figure it out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
You'll
All right.
know this song.
This is a
This is a classic.
quartet from over the pond.
Yes,
All
exactly.
right. Devan Tracy on the Tuesday Jukebox. I'm sure we'll see more of her in the community. There are some links to her YouTube channel, which is definitely the place to check out her music. There's a third upcoming album that she's producing in her basement, which sounds pretty exciting. Headphones and all, electronic drum kit. There will be more merriment in the green room afterwards, but this is the last song for our live streaming audience. So thanks again for you all for tuning in. For our live studio audience, take it away, Devan.
Yeah, we're gonna just test something. I put the capo on the piano.
That's C sharp.
So what if we
You gotta come up a major third.
Where's the button?
So it says I am down in my A.
Well, from E, but if you're gonna play in C, it's got to be up.
So this is
That's A. We can do that.
I can play.
well.
You might not be comfortable singing it, but
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
We're in the right key?
Yeah. No.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. The capo worked.
Key
All right.
C.
C
sharp. Sorry.
You bastard.
Yeah, but I have a capo, so I'm thinking you C. You're not doing it?
C sharp?
You're not doing it? You're quitting?
I will sing.
Oh man, now we're down to 2. Okay, everyone can sing this song. What do you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. And try with a little help from my friends. What did you do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do you feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. And try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? Need somebody to love? Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yeah, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you
could be anybody. I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. I'm get high with a little help from my friends. Yeah, I get by with a little help from my friends. A little help from my friends.
Devan Tracy on the Tuesday Jukebox. What a treat. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks everybody here for coming in to the live studio audience. And we're going to cut the broadcast feed. Take a bow, DT4. Real quick, thank you to, again, Mark Shapiro, Kit Krieger, Devan Tracy, of course. Thanks to the studio audience. Special thanks to Nathan Perrin for coming down from Lyndonville to administer the technical broadcast. Give him a round of applause, please. Making it sound good and look good out there. Thanks.
And Jacob the Fiddle Ninja.
Stay tuned. HereInTheValley.org. There will be many more great concerts coming up. There's a few. There's a concert coming up on Thursday of a band from Canada touring to South by Southwest. Status Non-Status. A really cool band, kind of an indie folk rock band with some native Canadian roots. Will be here in this room on Thursday. And I'll be sort of hosting and facilitating, not playing along, as they've got a full entourage with them. So if you'd like to find out more about that, you know where to come if you're here. And if you want to show up, you know how to do that too. So there are also some stirrings in the Upper Valley community about a Ukraine benefit. So stay tuned about that coming up maybe at the later end of this month. And First Friday, April 1st. Don't be a fool. You don't want to miss it. Thanks to you all. Cut the broadcast, Nathan. We'll see you guys all next time.